Radio works because of how we can reach that listener on such an intimate level. We're part of their favorite brand, their favorite music, their favorite news station. And then being in the center of something that they enjoy making part of their day, they choose to make it a part of their day. And then you're right in the heart of that. So as long as you make it enjoyable for the listener, it's a win-win.
Radio to me, it's such a personal thing. If you are listening to it, it's got to strike you as personal. I've got to feel it. It hits you at the right time, and if it hits you at the right time, you can actually feel it. You feel it inside here versus seeing it. You actually feel it and remember it in a different way if it's really, really good and insightful.
There are thousands of radio stations that are providing a useful service to their communities, and people rely on them day in and day out.
Radio is a great platform for us. In fact, that's one area that we have been increasing recently. What we have found is that consumers are pretty engaged with radio, and now radio is also becoming far more data-driven, analytics-driven, programmatically driven, so we're able to find ways to be able to reach consumers in a far more effective way, and on a real local scale as well.
It's a great vehicle and a great way to get a dealership's brand message out to the general public. We also believe that it actually adds a little bit more of a kind of a human touch that, given the shift to digital marketing and the emphasis in digital marketing budget and how it's spent, that there's probably a loss of that connectivity and that intimacy with your general public, that you can gain that back very quickly with the reach that radio has.
We're the #1 reach medium. More people tune into radio every week than watch TV, smartphones, tablets, etc. While more audio is being consumed than ever before, and you hear people talking about podcasting and streaming, it hasn't impacted the amount of people using radio. And the fact that it's free and it's everywhere and the content is local keeps listeners engaged.
Radio works for us because it's been a proven medium to drive effectiveness as well as efficiency for driving our business and our brand.
It's a breakthrough way to connect with your consumers very directly, and in a time when you have a captive audience, they're really in the mindset to absorb your message.
Music and radio are an emotional connector to listeners, and those listeners are our consumers. So everybody's fighting for share of heart out there, and radio delivers that the best.
I think it's a real exciting time. We've seen a lot of change even in the past 2 years in radio, and it seems to be getting better. The demand is crazy. We have so many new advertisers coming into the space.
Today in America, people spend 11 hours a day watching some form of a screen, whether it's a phone or a computer screen or a television screen. But increasingly, because of modern technology, people are going to start saying, let's talk about the ears. You already begin to see it with voice-enabled things like Alexa. But because of AI, because of a whole bunch of other things, the interface is going to be sound. And therefore, the next generation of opportunity happens to be the ears. So the new colonies that are undiscovered are the audio colonies.
Everybody is really interested in it. They want to understand how to use it better. They want to see what other advertisers are doing with the medium. They want to talk about radio across all of its platforms, so it's not just over the air, it's not just the personalities, it's everything related to voice, it's everything related to podcasts, it's everything related to streaming. Audio is hot. And radio is hotter. Radio works, it delivers for the consumers, it delivers for the advertisers, you're almost guaranteed to see results. It makes everything work harder. It works, radio works.